everyone, it's Natalie here, and today I am with my friend John.
Hey.
He goes to UNC Chapel Hill, and he is here to help me with my Why I Chose Business video, which was one of the most requested videos in the comments from all my other ones. If you guys are new here, please be sure to subscribe down below, and also I do these college type videos every single Tuesday, so be sure to subscribe to that. And then on Fridays I do like my main channel videos, like my regular ones, not college related. But business was super requested, so I have John here to answer all my questions for me. We were gonna get another friend of ours, but he backed out, so.
That's fine.
It's only one this time.
I'll carry the weight.
So if you guys are new to these videos, I basically just ask the person that I have on here questions about their major, what they wanna do with it, do they regret it, all that kind of stuff, and just to give you guys more insight on the specific major, because I know a lot of you guys are going to college soon or just curious and want to know a lot about just different majors in college. So today we're talking about business/econ.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So the first question is, what is it? So what is business and what is economics?
What is business? Business is pretty vague, actually. That's the thing. You can go into finance, accounting, marketing, banking, which involves finance, consulting, and there's so many different fields of business. And that's probably the biggest strength of the major. That's why I chose it, at least, was because going into college, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I'm assuming most people don't either. I knew I wanted to work with numbers. I knew I wanted to be somehow in management. I wanted to be a leader of some organization or start my own business maybe later on. So business was the place to start. Yeah, super broad. You can go into a lot of things with it.
And John's actually going to accounting afterwards.
I work for an accounting firm now, but I do more consulting with them, so it's pretty cool. Accounting's super technical. I think, should I explain it now what accounting is?
Yeah, what's accounting?
So I work for PricewaterhouseCoopers, it's PwC. They're one of the big four accounting firms. And they do a variety of different services. You have a tax line of service, which is helping companies out with how to pretty much find the best way to allocate their taxes. Or to be honest, I'm not really sure what tax does. I don't even associate with that side of the firm. And then you have audit, where you deal with Fortune 500 companies that are public. And each year they need to submit their financial statements. So big four accounting firms and other accounting firms will pretty much check the validity of all their numbers. So when investors see it, they know that, okay, PwC checked them off, they're audited. You hear audits all the time. Individual people get audited, companies. And then lastly, the third part is consulting, like the advisory side of all these firms. And that's kind of where I'm in right now, where we'll consult firms before they get audited. We'll consult them about, or at least my team specifically, with any kind of transaction. It's really cool, actually. Mergers, acquisitions, companies having IPOs. It's really nice stuff. Stuff you see on the news, and my group's making that happen now. So
that's
cool.
why he looks like this, because he just came back from work. So he didn't dress up for the video, but
oh yeah, econ is my passion.
You're like 3 different things.
Yeah,
so.
There's a lot going on. My majors are just business and economics, a double major, and econ is. I originally thought it was going to be similar to business. I'm like, oh, econ, that's the same thing. It's all business, but no, econ is essentially studying the past so you can predict the future, what's going to happen in markets. The politicians use a lot of econ, and it's a great way to understand the world. If you understand econ, you really can apply those principles to even your day-to-day actions, the cost of me driving to work, the benefit of that. It's a really comprehensive way to understand business world in general.
The second question is, why did you choose business/econ? So you kind of touched on that, but why specifically? Or anything?
Yeah, I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be successful, so I'm gonna just open up as many pathways to success as I can, and business was the way to do it. I wanted to do engineering at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I knew I liked numbers. I was like, I gotta do something with numbers. I don't want to be a lawyer, probably not in politics. So I was like, oh, business. Give me numbers and I'll figure it out. Then as I got older, I just found out what my friends' parents were doing and saw the lives they were living, and I asked them some questions.
Yeah, ask people questions. That's a good tip.
Yes, that is the number one tip.
People that you want to be like, questions about how they got there.
When you get to school, you're like, I want to work for Goldman Sachs, make $100,000 right out of college. Well, you don't just make that happen at the end of college when you're applying to jobs. You have to kind of set these goals year by year to get there.
Yeah, so, get internships, guys. Yeah. Try to get them at good companies. Try to get them at companies that you want to work for in the future, because a lot of times they hire you if you had an internship. They hire the interns for the next year. So that's so important. And get one in the city that you like, company that you like. And then the next question is, do you regret choosing business?
No, just because I don't know what else I would do, to be honest. Like, I don't really have a passion for medicine or politics or anything else, and so I really just love numbers. I love solving complex problems, and I'm not naive enough to think that I know exactly what I want to do right now, because in 10 years, we're all millennials, well not all of us, but us millennials, we're going to bounce around a lot and change our careers, so I think I'm on a good path for
Yeah, and it's a very broad one, so if you don't know what you want to do, you can try that out. Obviously, if you like literally have no interest in business, then maybe not, but it's very, like, you can literally go into anything if you major in business. And then the next question is the type of jobs that you can get with your degree.
Business, you can, if you have an actual just business degree, business administration, you can do anything. You can go into finance, you can go into accounting, consulting, banking, kind of the things I mentioned earlier.
Is it hard though, because there's so many people doing business?
Definitely.
That like, because business is like the most popular major, I think, at least that I hear.
Yeah.
And there's like only so many jobs. Like, yeah, there's a lot of jobs, but there's still so much competition.
You could work for any company and like just do business or like be on like a management track to just be an executive for that company. But if you want to actually do a specific field, like work for a strong financial firm like a bank or a Big Four accounting firm, it's very competitive, and you have to kind of either get in there early with an internship, or, not to be cliche, you have to know someone. Yeah,
connections.
Connections help. Don't burn any bridges.
That's like, make connections at your university.
Yeah.
Because normally the faculty has worked before. Like, normally professors aren't just professors, they've actually done other things. So you can meet your professors, you can ask other, like he was saying, like family, friends, or anyone like that. Like, but definitely make connections. And like LinkedIn, I don't know, do you connect with LinkedIn?
No, I use LinkedIn all the time.
I like barely use LinkedIn. I need to like get on it more, because I barely ever use it.
Even with your friends, like if someone who you know is really smart, but you don't like them, or, that's a terrible example, but like, not like my closest friends, but they're in that acquaintance bubble, you know? And then you don't want to cut ties with even that person, because if that person works for a company that you are interested in later on in life, oh, well, like, you know, we're still close enough friends where I can reach out to them and say, hey, could you pass my resume on to HR or something?
Yeah.
Life lessons, not really business.
Yeah, good advice. And econ, what type of jobs can you get? It's just like a plain econ major, not business.
A lot of people that do econ double major in political science, a lot of our mutual friends. And you can go straight into politics, because a lot of the political decisions people make are about the economy, and it's good to actually understand what's going on, what your decisions are impacting, and what you can do to kind of make things better if you understand where they're at now. So politics, definitely. Financial analyst, a stockbroker. If you love the stock market, econ's pretty much the major for you, because you have to be predictive. You're not going to have a black and white answer like accounting. You need to have foresight. The stock market jobs, financial analyst, banking, that's more of like the econ bubble to me.
Do you have to go to grad school, you think, for econ? More so than business?
Yeah, usually they say you have to go to
Yeah, I feel like econ's one of those majors.
Or a PhD.
Yeah, that it's good to go. It looks a lot better if you go and get your master's, because there's a lot of competition, and that if you don't have your master's, you're kind of gonna fall behind.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily, but it's a good thing if you're thinking about choosing that one.
And the more econ you take, you realize that like it's such a big topic. There's so many specific niches of it, like labor economics or health economics, the way people's insurance premiums are charged, it's all an economic foundation. The way taxes are decided, it's all econ.
So we're adding another question to these. The last video I did of this, I added this question and I got a good response. So what type of classes do you take in college? We're seniors, by the way.
Yeah.
So we're about to be seniors in college, which is really weird, but so we have like 3 years of experience with classes. Mm-hmm. So what type of classes do you take?
Take the prerequisite classes, you know, intro accounting. Most business majors have to take one econ class at least, just kind of understand basic supply and demand of, you know, products. There's a business communication class most schools offer now where they teach you how to be a better public speaker. They'll record you kind of like this, and you can see all your quirks and all the things you do. Like I do this a ton, and I talk really fast. I'm probably doing it now.
Yeah, this will be a good way for you to see.
You'll see all the things that I've learned and tried to. Communications, you'll take a class on resume building usually. Interview skills, they teach you how to do a cover letter, take a finance class, and then from there it's a lot of electives. You can take stock classes, this class, that class. Improv, you want to learn how to make things up on the spot. Business version, there's a class for that.
Really?
Yeah, Pateta's in it now actually.
Oh, wow.
One of our friends.
Also,
talk back and forth.
John goes to a liberal arts school, so you do have more flexibility with your schedule in terms of electives. Like for me personally, I don't have any other options to take left. Like I have to take all the classes. Like I don't have anything besides my NC State prereqs. The rest is already decided for me. So that's the difference between like a liberal arts school and a more technical, like STEM-based school.
So all your classes, like all 1500 credit hours are just locked down?
Yes.
Wow.
Like I don't have any flexibility in my schedule besides like freshman, sophomore year of choosing my like humanities and diversities and stuff. So that's what the downside is, because I don't have that much flexibility. Like if I'm actually interested in a subject, I can't take it because it's either like if you're not in that major, then you can't take it.
But with econ, you take microeconomics where you look at like the small details of a firm, like the cost of labor and the cost of capital and how you can allocate all your money. And then you have macroeconomics, which is like the whole economy, like, oh, taxes go up, what happens to the price of goods? And then I was just abroad, so I took like a European economics class, which was awesome, where you like individually look at every country in Europe, like learn like what they do that's different than every other country.
Oh yeah, what school did you go to?
I was in Essig University, or Essig Business School.
In Paris.
Right outside of Paris.
Outside. So if any of you are from there, comment that down below. If any of you guys even go to that school, that'd be so cool if you guys are watching this. So comment down below if you're from France, Paris, or go to his university that he studied abroad from. Last thing that I do for these videos is say the best universities for undergrad for business. So I looked these up. The first one is University of Pennsylvania, which that is an Ivy League school, and I feel like that's a very popular one, like Wharton School of Business for UPenn. And then the second one is MIT, which I didn't realize MIT was that good at business. And then the third is UC Berkeley, which in some of the other ones that we talked about, other majors, Berkeley was on there. So I feel like Berkeley is just in general a really, really good school. And now I'm gonna look up best econ schools.
I think these are all really bad lists because UNC is not on there, to be honest. But
UNC hasn't been on any of the lists. So like Grace was surprised when I had Grace here and it wasn't for journalism. For econ, these are global universities. The first one is Harvard, the second one is MIT again, and then the third is UPenn. So is UNC on here? No, it's not. It's not. Thank you so much for watching this video. That was it. Thank you, John, for coming and for not ditching like my other friends. But I knew I could count on John. Follow him on like Instagram and stuff. I'll have that all down below. Do you want people to follow you on there? Do you want randoms? All right, well, maybe attempt to follow him. I don't know. Also, he has a YouTube channel that he doesn't post that frequently on, but he just posts piano covers on there. So go and subscribe to that. He's amazing at piano, best piano player I know, and he like doesn't read music, right?
Right.
Everything's by ear. So go subscribe to him down below. I'll have that all linked down there. But thank you guys.
Nice little plug there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye, guys.